Hey everybody, it's Matt from Britical Saiyans here, and this is my Mira deck profile from the game you watched, but there's been a few changes since the game, so that was just misreading of cards and generally me being a tit. So, I'll go into it. The changes are to make it so it can work, basically. So to start off with, we've got your 2 times judgment. So this is a counter, pay 1, and then you can place 2 cards into a drop and add this back to your hand. So it's a counter you can get back. We've then got your 3 full power energy. So there's 5 negates in this because of the milling. And yes, the times judgment you can get back for that, but it's just guarding 2, which is the one thing I don't particularly like. But if need be, to try and live through that turn, it's worth it. And also, like I said, because of the milling, it's best to have the extra negates just so you can actually see them. And because I've gone the green way with this deck, so I'll read the leader in a sec. That's my bad, I jumped the gun. But this is pay 1 green, full power energy, negate the attack, and then just get rid of something that costs energy cost of 1. I'll just go back to the mirror a second, sorry guys. So it's when it attacks, it's auto. You mill the top 2 cards of your deck. If there's a green in the battle area or drop, you get to draw a card. So that's why I've gone the green side of this deck. You can do it with yellow, but I feel like the only utility you get out of yellow is the crushables. The flying nimbus you could use, which is a better negate anyway because of what flying nimbus is. And I'm trying to think what other yellow cards you can. It's more just the extra cards that yellow have above everything else, I feel. They don't really have many battle cards that can do much unless it's in a specific type of deck. So I suppose it could go the just add a freezer engine, but I don't know. I decided to go green, so that's just the way I've decided for it. And then when you awaken, you add a card from your warp to your hand. And then is permanent. If you got 5 or more cards in your warp, which is easily done, he gains a crit. His activate mains once per turn. It's the same as his auto, apart from the fact you don't draw, and in one of your attacks you draw. So sorry, that's the leader. I'll go back into the deck now. So we've got 3 copies of Dark Plot. This is pay 4, activate main. You choose up to 1 of your battle cards in your war for energy cost of 4 or less. You play it. If it has the overwhelm ability, you can get 3 of your energy back. So you essentially pay 1 for that if you get the overwhelm. And so now we go into the main deck for the battle cards. We've got 3 copies of Trunks Bridge to the Future. So this is just to help the green side of the deck, and it can search for quite a few of the cards out of the deck. It also fills up the overwhelm, because when you play it, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, you add a Saiyan to your hand, and the other one goes to drop. If there's no Saiyan, it just both goes to drop, so it helps the overwhelm setup. And then we've got, for the last of the 1-drops, we've got 4 copies of Toa Space Time Unleashed. So you can pay 1 to bring this out. When you do, you look at the top 7 cards of your deck, you add a Mass Saiyan or a Mira to your hand, which is what the majority of the deck is, because it's kind of what I built the deck around. So now we're going to the 2-drops. We've got 2 copies of Supreme Kai of Time. So it's pay 2. This came from the Villains expansion and the Heroes Villains one. So when you play these cards, you get to search your deck for an energy cost of 5 or less black card, send it to the wall. The next turn, at the start of your turn, you basically get that card back to your hand. So it helps you get out the bigger guys, and so you got them ready. And then we've got 2 copies of Quick Blade Trunks. So this is overwhelm 2, just bring it out. This is just more of a quick and easy card to get out for the 4-drop Trunks, which I'll show you later. And because he costs 2 anyway, so it's fine. He doesn't use up your overwhelm for the turn, if you wanted to go that way. And the last of the 2-drops is your super combo for the deck. So this is Supreme Kai of Time, World's Protector. It's got super combo because that's what combos are now. And then when you combo with this card, if there's 5 or more cards in your warp, draw a card and it gains 10,000. So you can actually trigger this before you awaken. Okay, on to the 3 drops of the deck. We have your 4 copies of Power Aura Mira. So this is over round 3, and he's got a permanent effect. If there's 3 or more cards in your warp, he gains 5,000 power. There's 5 or more, he gains another 5,000 power. So you can become a 25 beater during both players' turns. Okay, and then we've got 2 copies of Time Patrol Trunks. Again, this is just for the 4 drop. It's another target for it. Plus, this is, like, I feel, still one of the best overround cards for now. Because it's just overround 3, look at top card, 2 cards in your deck, add 1 to your hand, put the other one to the top or bottom. So I still feel like it's a really good card, especially for a black deck. Okay, and then we've got 4 copies of Energy Power Gotenks. So I've gone with the Gotenks line for my green. Well, there's 2 things. So he's a Saiyan, so he can get searched off the Trunks. And because Energy Power Gotenks and his Evolve form are both still really good cards, I feel. So when he attacks a leader, your opponent has to discard a card. So if they take the life, they're basically trading as opposed to gaining a card. So you're giving them no extra card advantage. Okay, into the 4 drops, we have 2 copies of Encroaching Threat Mass Saiyan. Now during the game, you guys watch, you probably saw me misplay horribly with the Xeno evolving and doing it onto cards that I shouldn't be doing. That is, I'm so sorry for that. That's just me misreading and being a tit. So, but I still feel like this is still good for the deck because he's got a permanent that you can attack active battle cards, so that puts the pressure on them. And then if you've got 7 more cards in your warp, his energy cost is reduced. So you can bring him out for free, and getting 7 cards in your warp is really quick and easy to do. So now we go into the actual target for the 5 drop Bardock, which I think there's, in the set there's only 1. I don't know if there's a promo, there might be 1, I have no idea. I haven't really bothered looking properly. Yeah, Jonah's just about to take a look. Yeah, Jonah's in the background, guys. So we've got Overrealm 4. When you play him using the Overrealm, he's just got double strike. So it's not the best target really. If there is a better one, I'd rather use that because I don't really want to use Overrealm 4 just to have a double strike. I'd rather have more utility in an Overrealm 4 card. So generally I'd rather play this for the hard forecast, but if you're going into the 5 drop Bardock and you need the energy open for that, yeah, just do the Overrealm 4. It all comes down to like game state at the time and stuff like that. Okay, and then we've got 2 copies of Increasing Evil Mass Saiyan. I only have 2 copies of this. So this is Overrealm 4, you pay 1. When he comes in, using the Overrealm, you get to choose a card in your life out of your hand. Then if you do so, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 5 or less and send it to the warp. So you're sending it to the warp and not their drop, which is good. Yeah, that's basically it to him. He's removal and self-awakening, so it's always good. And then we've got 2 copies of Killer Sword Trunks. So this is from the starter deck. It would be nice to have the one from the set, because it just has, I feel like, a much better ability, but for cheaper reasons this is the best one to go with. So we got Xenovolve for 4, he's got double strike, and then when you Xenovolve into this guy, you can get a card from your warp energy cost 3 or less and play it. So, still good. Okay, then we've got, for the last of the green cards in the deck, and into the 5 drops, we've got 2 copies of Super Saiyan Gotenks. So he's evolved for 4, you gotta pay 3 green, or you can just pay the hard 5 for him. He's got double strike. When you play this card, choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them back to active mode. So you already get 2 of your energy back, and you also get to draw a card, so it replaces himself when you play it. Okay, and then we've got 1 copy of Saiyan, the Mysterious Warrior. So this is Overrealm 5, you pay 1, he's got double strike. When you're playing with Overrealm, you get to choose any number of your opponent's battle cards without blocker, for which the total cost adds up to 5 or less, and send them to the warp. So he's good for that extra removal instead of the 4-drop, which is the spot removal, and he's also double strike, so that's good for it. On to the Bardock of the deck. So this is one of your main beat sticks really. This is like what you want to aim for, because he's a Xeno Evolve for 5 onto a Bardock Xeno. Again, like, that's where I messed up, guys. So he can only actually evolve onto this, and you saw it in the game, I Xeno Evolved him onto other stuff. So I really am sorry for that. That's so my bad. But there's a Super Saiyan 3 Bardock Power Unleashed. Just so you can have the name as well. So he's got triple strike, which is an automatic threat, and then he's got the auto effect. When you play this, when a card evolves into this card, if your leader card is black, which obviously it will be because you're using it in the Mira deck, and it also limits it so you can't just splash it into anything, which is good because this is evil otherwise. You may choose 5 cards in your war and add them back to your drop. So you get some cards back to set up for your Overrealm, which is always useful to have the cards back in a drop without you having to do it with like discarding cards for comboing or using Mira's effect for milling. And then if you do so, you send all your opponent's battle cards to their warp. Now, because it says send them all, it doesn't target and it doesn't use the word choose, so it gets around barrier, which makes that really useful. Because getting around barrier is a nice thing. So if you're against an ape deck and you play this, they're just losing their board. And because we know what apes are like, they can generate a good board quite quickly and easily. So they might kill you before you get this, but if you manage to get this out, you've pretty much killed their entire setup. And then for the last card of the deck, we have 2 copies of Dimension Breaker Mira. So this is Xeno Evolve for 5. It goes onto a Mira. He has double strike. When a card evolves in this card, if you have 5 or more cards in your warp, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send to their warp. So he's already got spot removal, which is always good. And then if your opponent, then if you have 10 or more cards in your warp, choose up to 1 of your opponent's energies into their warp. So he also removes an energy card, and by the time you get to this guy, depending on what's been happening in the game and how many times you've actually used Overrealm, you should have the 10 in there to do his effect. So you should always removing 2 cards, which is really good to have. And also, if you guys notice that there's 2 in the deck, yes, but these are targets for, if I can find her, this. So you generally want to send these with this, just because you can get the other cards a lot easier, unless you want to search out where is he, this, so you could have that removal and self-awakening, or if you're really in a pickle, that. But then that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching my Mira deck profile. Again, huge apologies for everything that went wrong, but I hope you enjoyed the game anyway, and I hope you liked the deck profile and the changes that were made to make it work. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.